Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the fourth update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows project pan. I was inspired to do this by Alexi and I've structured mine this year how she did hers in 2018, where I randomly select 3 palettes and I get to choose a shade from each to work on, as well as 2 single shadows. And I think next year I will do it how it seems like the majority of people are doing it, where it's completely roulette style. I think that would be really fun. But for the remainder of this year, I just want to keep going with how I structured it in January. I am coming back earlier than usual. I usually wait 6 weeks. It's been a little over 4, maybe. But I'm excited to say that I finally have pan in one of those dang eyeshadow palettes, so we will be rolling one in today. I haven't been wearing makeup that often recently. it's really hot, and so I don't have any looks to show you, because the only fun shades I used them today for this look, so I will zoom you in to show you what I have on my eyes when we get to that. But I'm just going to go in the order of like the ones that have been in the project for the longest. We'll start there. At the end of the video there will be swatches and close-ups, comparisons, all of that. Actually, first I'm going to pop in the color scheme I was working with for the last month here. There you were able to see swatches of the 5 shades I was working on, the first of which is the first single that I pulled. I didn't use this at all since the last update, and this is Rich Walnut by Coastal Scents. I've used this a total of 9 times in this project, and it was brand new. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. It was brand new when I pulled it in, and as you can see there is a dip happening, but this was not my focus shade over this last month, so I didn't reach for this at all. Next up I have from the Pure Cosmetics Soiree Diaries palette. I'm working on the shade Gala. I only used this 3 times so far, or not so far, since the last update, and that's because this is my next focus shade. I've switched up like how I'm working on these shades basically. Gala is this one here. It's just a really light transition shade, and there is a really good dip happening in there, which again you will be able to see better in the close-ups. I do have that as a transition in my crease today. Next, from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, I chose this pink shade right here to work on, and I only used this once, and that is today. And also the other shade, one of the other shades, I will zoom you in so you can see. So I do have this pink in my crease and Eau de Vie today. I did have to deepen it up with one of the shades from the Modern Renaissance, but I feel like it's looking a little patchy right now as well. I had did my makeup a long time ago, so please don't look too closely, but it is the pink that I have on my eyes today. And then the glittery shade that you see, which this is the first and only time I've used this as well. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Party of 5. This was pulled in last time, and I only used it the once today, and it is an ultra glitter. And it has a lot of fallout, but the glitter is so beautiful. It's like pinky purple, but I do really like how my eyes look, well, how they looked this morning when I did my makeup. With the humidity, I think it's 38, 39 degrees here today, and I know that doesn't seem hot to a lot of people, and I know someone commented, let the Americans convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit themselves, which I totally feel, but I think 90% of my subscribers are from the US. Anyways, I didn't do the conversion this time, but that's very hot for me here in Canada. So I'm melting. We went for a walk and I'm melting, so please don't look too closely. But I do have a small dip happening in this shade, but no pan, and I only used this one once. But the shade I do have pan on finally from my Pure Cosmetics. This is Pure P-U-R-E. This is kind of like a knockoff online brand. I got this in a BoxyCharm a million years ago. Would not recommend like ordering from them. They seem kind of sketchy. This is a dupe for the Naked 3 palette, as you can see, but I think this retails for $50 US, and the Naked 3 is like what, 52, 54, so why would you buy from this strange brand? Anyways, I was working on Quartz over here, which is the dupe for, I think it's Strange in the Naked 3. It's like a slightly shimmery off-white, but it's like a pinky white shade. I was using it to set my primer. I used it as highlight a few times. I used it as a brow bone highlight a lot. I used this freaking shadow 77 times. 77! Like, I feel like I'm failing at this project so hard, but I'm actually using the eyeshadow, so I don't understand, and I don't feel like wasting it and just like, you know, digging my brush in just for the sake of hitting pan. But 77 uses, come on. But yes, there is pan. Can you see right there? There is pan. We're in this shade over here. I'm like, so hard to show you guys. Hopefully you were able to see that I did hit pan in this palette, so we will be pulling a new palette. I'm ready to not look at this palette for a very long time. Sorry I didn't have looks to share with you. I will do better next time. I fixed my spreadsheet a little bit. I do have 40 palettes, but I have a header on my spreadsheet. So in my pretty random app here, I have the numbers 2 to 41, and let's see what palette I will be pulling. 22. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, palette number 22 in my spreadsheet was from Naked Cosmetics. This is the Urban Rustic Trio. Sarah has been working on this. She's been working on the middle, the orange shade a lot. And as you can see, I've gotten use out of all three. These are pressed pigment shadows. The one I have the biggest dip in is the orange, and considering by the time I'll be able to focus on this, it will be fall time, I believe. That is the one that I'm like most drawn to. But I also love, well, I love all three of these shades, to be honest, but I'm really drawn to this green. Could I pan a green, like all fall? Oh, this is what makes this roulette, but like being able to choose so hard is like, it's kind of set in stone once I pick a shade. You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go for the green. That's the one that I'm most interested in currently, even though I'm trying my best to think long term, but I have a lot of other warm, fiery shades I'm working on. So it kind of makes more sense to choose this one, but I think I'm going to need some more variety. So I'm actually going to choose the green shade. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Ooh, sorry, I am like absolutely dying of heat and I have so much hair. I'm really excited to have a new shade to work on. It's going to be a challenging one, but I didn't want to take just the easy way out. Not that any of those are going to be overly easy to pan, but you know what I mean. So I'm now going to jump into close-ups, swatches, comparisons, all that fun stuff, and I'll meet you right back here in a minute to discuss goals and say goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed all those close-ups and that you are able to better gauge my progress on some of these eyeshadows and how far I have to go on this one. In terms of goals for next month, I want to make sure I have looks for each of the shades for you guys to share. I really slacked off this month. I'll see you in 6 weeks, I should say, and I really want to hit pan on my Pure Soiree Diaries. Sorry, I just blinded you. What am I doing? On the shade Gala down here. I think that is doable. I absolutely love doing this project pan. Let me know if you're doing it as well. I'd love to see your updates. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!